Okay, so you guys have asked me for Photoshop tutorials and other things, so I figured I would do a little neat tutorial since I know most of you guys either play Counter-Strike or Half-Life or something like that, and you have sprays, and some people use the default ones. I don't, because I like mine to look custom, plus I'm more of a graphics guy, and I just rather have my own. So what we're going to do is turn this little picture I found of Murako Kusanagi, Ghost in the Shell Sack. Actually, this is her form in that specific first season of the show. And so I'm just going to have to cut this out, which I'm going to use the pen tool to do that. And it's going to have to be on this mode, the pass mode. If you have it on shape layers, it's going to form a layer or a shape, and you can still do it, but it's gonna be black and all that good stuff. Now switch to your layers, and we'll worry about channels later. That's later on. And I guess I'll start cutting it out now. So that's it. And this is probably not the best image to do this with, since it has all the effects that are going on, the brushing, but oh well. So this is it. And now what I'm going to do is actually save it as a render for later use. I already have one, but I'll show you in a minute as an example for something. Let's see here. Major render one work. Yes, we don't want it interlaced. Alright, so, and if you're wondering how I change the modes, it's with the F key. It's pretty simple. The only difference is this mode, once you reach the edge, like right now, you can't move around. This takes the title bar off and you can move around freely, and this takes it completely off. You access your menus through the toolbox and your start bar's gone. So I usually use this mode to view it after I'm done. Yeah. So since we have this done, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna make a new file the same size as it's gonna be. Well, first it'd be nice to copy it. Then I'm gonna make a new file. Now, spray for the best quality is gonna be a 256 by 256 image. Anything, you can use different sizes, but for the best quality, we're gonna use 256 by 256. And as seen, this doesn't exactly fit, so we're gonna have to work around and figure out what we want to keep and what we don't actually need. And this is actually good because, as said a minute ago, that bottom part of the render had the effects on it, which isn't bad, but then again, you really don't want to see that. You still have the brushing done in this area, but that looks more like lighting. And once you hit enter, it's pretty much done now. I mean, you still gotta do the channels, but say you wanted to add text, that would work. If I wanted to, I don't know if I have any more like cybernetic fonts, because I just reinstalled Windows. So let's see what we have here. Let's go back to Aftershock. It's a nice, thick font that can be seen. And something smart to do would probably, and within any level of Counter-Strike or Half-Life or a map, it's not going to be, all white or all black, which means you might have trouble seeing the name if you want to be seen in a all dark area, or vice versa. So just add a stroke of white, or you can do whatever color you want, but just add a stroke that was probably the opposite color. If it's a dark color, make it a light color and make it blend, so that you can actually tell what the name is. It'll be outlined, or it'll be there in bold. So I'm going to merge these two layers, and I'm going to select the layer by holding Control and hitting the image, the thumbnail. And we're going to have to go to channels and make a new channel, which will make an alpha channel. And click visible for the the RGB layers, so the red, green, blue layers, and just hit delete. And now you'll notice that if we go off here, you have all this stuff, the white and the black. Well, anything that's white will be shown in game, and anything that's black will not. This works with the TGA format and telling which is transparent, which is not. So now I'm just gonna save as, and make sure you save it as a TGA to save that transparency, if I can find it. Target, there it is. Now, as said, I already have one done, and I'll show you as an example right now. Now, when you pick a render out for your spray, you're gonna want it to be, you know, a decent size. You don't want it to be where, if you don't see, like, say the bottom like we did here, or I did, you don't want it to be look messed up if you don't include all of it. And if you include all of it, sometimes it can shrink it, or it just looks a little odd. So I'll open up the other one I did to show the proof. And let's see here, here it is. And here's that render, or not render, but spray done. I didn't add my name or anything. And as you can see, it's got the white on it, but that's just because, you know, TGAs don't technically offer the transparent direct, but they do offer the alpha channel, which will make the transparency come into effect. But I mean, this is a decent one, but it's gonna look smaller and you won't have as much detail, which is the main part why you don't want to shrink it, because you'll lose a lot of detail. And I mean, that's about it with this. It's pretty simple to do as shown. I mean, it doesn't take a lot. I guess that is about it. So now I'll finish this up and I'll take a screenshot in game so you guys can see the finished product, and I'll see you next time.